Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Jamie Martin here, meteorologist. Going to talk a little bit about what's going on out there across the U.S. and even outside the U.S., back out through parts of the open Atlantic. We've got a couple of things going on out there as far as the tropics go. So a lot of different things that we're going to be talking about. In fact, I'm going to search off right now. What we're going to talk about is our app. I do want to show you what's going on. And again, we are talking about quite a lot of activity, lots of heat. That's going to be back out here towards the Pacific Northwest, especially when you're right up along the Atlantic. Yes, our Pacific, you're looking pretty good, especially San Francisco and LA. But once you get inland, boy, you are talking about a lot of tremendous heat that continues all the way back out through the interior parts, back over the way from over in parts. Yep, we're talking about the app. Oh, you know what? I have a feeling what we're talking about. Just 1 second. I think I need to give this one little thing. Probably have to mirror this up, I'm imagining. Hold on 1 second. And once it does happen, basically what we're doing is just making you guys be able to see exactly what I'm doing at the present time here. So there we go. And there we go. So yeah, I want to show you exactly what I was talking about. Talk about the heat. Boy, it has been so hot out to the west here over the last at least week and a half. Remember how we were talking about temperatures up to about 115, 118 through parts of Phoenix and over towards Palm Springs? That's pretty atrocious temperatures, and even hot temperatures. In fact, up towards the Pacific Northwest around Seattle and down towards Portland, it was about 30 degrees above normal. Yeah, that was pretty hot, but at least it's a little better than that right now. But we are still seeing some heat problems there all the way back into parts of Idaho and back into parts of Montana. Then pretty quiet out towards the Dakotas, so that's not looking too bad. We are still looking at plenty of showers, though. We have that stationary front, really just a trough right now, extending from parts of the Great Lakes from around Chicago all the way back down through Missouri and south from there all the way back into the state of Texas. So we're still looking at plenty of rain. So occasionally you'll see these big blue areas pop up here. That's because we have some power outages. Some power outages will continue in some locations with all this heavy rain continuing. So again, if you use the app, you can keep track of it to know what's going on. If it's in your neighborhood, or even if it's someone you know that has it, you can give them a call and see what's going on with that, see what's going on with their cell phone. Let's go ahead and take ourselves over here a little bit farther towards the Great Lakes, because I want to show you what's going on. Because yeah, we've been talking about quite a bit of activity in parts around Chicago. Chicago had that tornado. It was in the F3. That was a couple days ago, and that was a bad one. That continued its way offshore into parts of Lake Michigan earlier. Still looking at plenty of rain. I'm going to show you a shot actually from up to the north where we're seeing all the activity. And yes, believe it or not, this is what's left again of Danny as it continues its move. It kind of moved through Atlanta and continued all the way through Birmingham. Now it's moving its way through the rest of the Tennessee Valley over towards Nashville, still looking at it. And again, you can see it's kind of widening out. It's basically dissipating, but it didn't last very long when it was offshore. It only lasted about a day or so before it made its way onshore. So that's the good news. It did make its way, and that is definitely pleasant news. How about the state of Florida? Let's see how things are going. Boy, it is busy out there around the Sunshine State. I kind of scooted my way into work today by going around all those heavier thunderstorms today, and now we've got more showers continuing. Even some problems out there around Alachua County, just near Alachua County and over towards Perry. That's where we're seeing some problems with some power outages at the present time. And of course, we got some thunderstorm activity back out here also around Apalachicola. So very, very busy. And boy, I tell you what, this is one of the reasons I really fell in love with weather and became a meteorologist, and that was because I grew up in Clearwater, Florida, Dunedin, Florida, and I grew up with this all the time, especially during the summertime. So every day we seem to get these big thunderstorms, and instead of being afraid of them, I actually started to enjoy them, and I really wanted to know more about them. So that's basically why I'm a meteorologist right now, and so whenever these thunderstorms go through, it's kind of something I like, at least find interesting, that is for sure. And that's good news because there's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on. So I can help everybody out. Now, let's go and take some pictures out here. You know, we had Danny, it moved its way on shore, so let's go and take a look at some of the STEM camps. I do want to show you a couple of different places that what we're looking at here. This one's going to be over towards Georgetown. Again, in South Carolina, you can see not bad at all right now. Live shot, hey, you know what? I'll take that right now. I'll just grab a chair, sit there right in the middle. I'm okay with that. No problem at all. How about Botany Bay? As you can see, this is Botany Bay, and that's going to be over here towards Disto Island here in South Carolina. Yeah, looking very pretty there also. And then getting a little bit closer towards Charleston here, around Beaufort again. What we're looking here is going to be over here towards the Beaufort area. So again, still looking not bad at all. And again, that's going to be continuing across that area. And here's a look right now. As you can see, we are still looking at more about the same. So again, that's something that bears watching there, that's for sure. You know, hey, let's get and talk a little bit more about hurricane season because, yeah, it's something that everybody's talking about, that is for sure. In fact, we've been worn through a couple of different names already. Check out some of these names here with the tropical weather update because we have looked at a couple of different storms that have already actually made their way through here. As you can see, let me then take a little look for you and show you what some of those names are. Yep, there it is. Get all the way through Claudette, through Danny, bye guys, sorry, Anna. Elsa, yes, believe it or not, yes, everybody's going to make a little bit of fun of Elsa. Hopefully we don't have to deal with it. But Elsa is the next one up out there. Fred, another one. Grace, we got over towards Henri. Ida, back out towards Julian. Kate, Larry, Mindy, if it had an I, it would be my sister's actual name, my sister Mindy. And so again, we've had some, a lot of those things out there. So we got a lot of different storms continuing across the open Atlantic. So that's one place we'll have to watch as we continue our way through the next couple of weeks and of course the next couple of months as everything gets a little bit more active across the area. Let's go ahead and take a look right now and show you what's going on with the tropics as far as that goes because we are taking a look right now at a couple of different ways that we're watching. They have not been named, they've not been numbered, but they're out there right now and then we're continuing to watch those right now. The area that's in front, we'll call it in front because it's on its way this way. That's going to be the one that's in the yellow. And that wave itself is expected pretty much over the next 24, 36 hours around the Leeward Islands. So we might see some development as it continues to push its way off of the Atlantic here and moves its way off towards the west at the present time. Going pretty quickly too at about 20 miles per hour. So it has been moving fairly quickly. And again, we've got another wave behind it. And truthfully, you know, looking at both of them, if you ask my opinion, the second one does look a little bit more organized already. And right now it goes from about a 20 to 30% chance for the first one, about a 20 to a 40% chance of that second wave. But truthfully, that wave could be erupting a little bit quicker, I think, than that other one. And the worst part is they both look like they're going to be heading towards the Leeward Islands. And of course, from there, then you'd have to start talking about Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, you know, a whole area right there. So again, it could be very, very active as we continue our way through the next couple of weeks. Here's a look right now at the Gulf of Mexico, back out towards the Caribbean. As you can see, very busy, that is for sure, but we're not looking at anything organizing. But one thing you want to take a look at right now is a little area of low pressure that has developed here. Again, these little waves continue to push through along the Gulf Coast. Yesterday, same situation. We have one moving its way through the Panhandle. Another one is developed. It's moving its way right now towards New Orleans and parts of Louisiana. So still watching it. It's not going to develop into a tropical system, but it is out there. So we're going to have to watch it carefully as it moves through. Lots of showers continuing back out through mainland Mexico. Another area of low pressure. So you know what? things have been awfully very busy, and that's going to continue out here as far as the tropics are concerned. So, it's been very, very busy. It's not typical this time of the year. In fact, nothing has really been typical about so far this year as far as the rain showers go, too. The storms have started and they've ended in different places here in the U.S. already from where they usually are. So things have been a little bit different. And that's what you want to be aware of as we head through the next couple of weeks and couple of months, that we may just be dealing with some more storms than we've seen lately, and some more storms that we've seen once again coming in quickly and forming very quickly. A lot like what happened with Danny, formed very quickly on its way over towards Charleston and southward from there. So that's one thing we want to keep a close eye on. So again, very, very busy. Lots to talk about as far as the Atlantic is concerned. Let's go ahead and talk about severe weather chances for today. The good news here, not looking at anything really organized for severe weather coming up, but we do have that marginal chance that we will see a couple of stronger thunderstorms, especially up towards Chicago once again, over towards South Bend, up to the north around Notre Dame. Yep, if you're visiting Notre Dame, you're going to be seeing some showers there. Also over towards Detroit. Detroit's been getting hit lately, and all the way back down here towards Indianapolis. So it's a pretty good chance there of those showers and storms, and then back out towards parts of western Pennsylvania, also over towards New York. So Buffalo, you can see the opportunity, a couple of thunderstorms there also. How about the amount of rain? Boy, has it been raining. Boy, a lot of folks have been seeing a ton of rain here, back out through parts of Missouri, all the way back through parts of Oklahoma, back out through Kansas, especially parts of Texas here, especially the western part of Texas, part of the Texas Panhandle. Tons of rain, about 3 to 5 inches over the last couple of days. And again, it's not consistent, but it does hit, and boy, it just dumps heavy rain before it moves its way off. So that chance of rain will continue all the way through Chicago, and then back, as I mentioned, over into the northern parts of New York. Still going to see the chance of showers also here across the southeast, but other than that, boy, if you head over towards Idaho, back towards Montana, over down to the south of there, Nebraska, not looking too bad. Still some showers out there, and again, the heat continues back out in the north. Here's a look right now at Futurecast. You can see those showers coming up again for tomorrow. Yep, we got more rain showers back out along that same general area, back through parts of Missouri. Back now, instead of being up towards Chicago, actually shifting its way southward just a little bit. In fact, if you're viewing us or watching us here, up towards Louisville, Louisville, you can see some heavier showers, some pockets of thunderstorms there. Also back out towards Nashville. So it looks like things finally beginning to shift a little bit southward here after seeing some pretty heavy rain around Chicago, as I mentioned, over towards Fort Wayne. But you know what, truthfully, I do know that it has been pretty dry in those general locations, especially back out through parts of the Great Lakes over the last month and a half or so. So it's good news that they are getting rain out there, especially for all the corn. Yep, there's a lot of corn that is growing up there and things like that, and soybeans. So that is good news that they're getting some beneficial rain. But the problem is that with the rain, you get the storms, you get the chance of those tornadoes and some of the wind damage. So it's still going to be out there. Things again shifting though a little bit further south. If you're looking over from Baltimore, hey, if you're heading over towards Baltimore, maybe over towards DC, lived there and worked there for a little while. Nice area right there. And you just got to watch out. It gets very hot during the summer, that's for sure. And that sets the stage for any chance of thunderstorms out there. And then southward up towards Philadelphia and New York, over towards Hartford, going to see the opportunity for a few showers and storms. And again, that's through about 1 p.m. coming up on your Thursday. Let's go ahead and talk about our temperatures as we head into the day tomorrow. Not too much different than it is today, except for some of that cooler air shifting its way into our northern plains here and back out towards the Great Lakes. 76 for Lansing. A lot of folks down in Central Florida would like to see 76 for a high. 75 degrees in Chicago, 78 in Madison, 73 in Green Bay. So you've been dealing with some pretty heavy showers, pretty thunderstorms. But you know what? This is kind of a gift. Because of this, you get to cool down for a little bit, that's for sure. We're going to push those heavier showers down to the south. 73 in Lexington, around Charleston, 75. West Virginia, Louisville, about 78 degrees. But yeah, then you start to heat things up once you get over towards the coast here. That's why you're going to see the pocket of heavier thunderstorms probably tomorrow and into Thursday around Philadelphia at 90. 90 over towards D.C., 94 in Richmond. Then heading down to the south, once you get over towards the southeast and the deep south here, 87 in Atlanta, 87 in Birmingham, 84 in Nashville, 88 in Savannah. And boy, I know a lot of folks out there from Savannah northward all the way through Hilton Head, very happy that Danny moved through very quickly, because once it was gone, the sunshine was back, and they're enjoying some nice conditions out there to be out by the beach. 87 in Orlando, where someone I know by myself happens to live. 89 degrees in Tampa. And again, Central Florida, going to see more of those scattered showers continuing. 86 in Mobile. New Orleans, about 86. 92, though, once you go towards Shreveport. 93 in Dallas. 92 in Austin, and down towards Houston itself and down to the south of there, once you get down towards Brownsville, it's just going to be hot. I've worked in Brownsville for a while. I give you a forecast. It's super simple. 92 along the beach, 102 inland, and that's what it's like for about 6 months of the year. 86 degrees around Albuquerque, 104 in Phoenix, 104 also in Las Vegas there. So temperatures are still hot, but not into those upper 1 teens that you were looking at before. 70 in LA, 68, are you kidding? 68 degrees in San Francisco. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy that for just a second. Yeah, 68 for a high. Yeah, that would feel kind of nice for a little bit of a change. Okay, then you get to Redding, and it's 103. So yeah, it doesn't take long before you get the heat back, that's for sure. 81, a little better once you look up towards Seattle after seeing those really atrocious temperatures earlier this week. 85 in Portland, about 99 though once you get over towards Spokane, 101 in Boise. And then once you get over towards Billings, about 99 degrees also. So it's a pretty hot temperature still out to the west. And again, things are going to get active once again in some locations. So again, here's what we're looking at. Let's go ahead and take a look right now. I do want to show you some videos because you may be getting tired of seeing my face. Hopefully you're not. But if you are, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the video that we have across the area. I want to start you up around the north here. You know, boy, nice conditions out there in some location. This one's going to be over with Megan, should I say. Sorry about that. This is in Lenore, North Carolina. Just absolutely gorgeous conditions. As you can see, very beautiful. It is so nice out there, and it is just a nice little rain out there. And again, that was Megan. That's in Lenore, North Carolina. Very, very pretty. Julie, she's over there in Charlotte, and boy, she didn't have to deal with too much in terms of Danny. Danny moved through very quickly, so she didn't have to deal with too many of a problem with that in those locations. So again, Julie's showing us some of that, and also Heather. Heather continues to see some of the heavy rain. You know why she's seeing the heavy rain? That is because she is actually from over towards Missouri, and that's where we've seen all that heavy rain over the last week or so, and it's been coming down very, very hard, that is for sure. Hey, let's get to talk about winning. Who wants to win? I don't have anything to give away or give to you right now, but I can talk about it. Instead, what we're going to be looking at right now, basically, again, our smartphone giveaway winners. Yes, I am not one of them, but I do like giving away stuff, that is for sure. We have that 80,000, that's going to be Steve S. And again, he's got the iPhone 12. We have Andy. Andy hit it to 90,000. And yes, 100,000, you got it. In fact, wait a minute. My name is actually technically James, which could also be Jim, but my last name does not begin with S. I could have had that iPhone 12. Okay, he's got the iPhone 12, and that is great news. And again, congratulations on that, everybody. And we are looking for more. That is for sure. We want to keep on going. Hey, can we get to 1 million by the end of the year? If we can, I'd be very, very excited, and hopefully you would be too on what you get as far as that goes. Hey, I do want to show you another thing we have going on, which is actually very good news. This is going to be sharpening the axe. This is an area. This is a little documentary. It actually won the documentary category, and that was in the Splice Film Festival. And you can watch it on the app. Of course, you can watch it on YouTube also and the social things. You know, here's a really cool look at what it's all about.
Back to it, bring it back home. It's all 727 by riders ready. Watch the gate.
I always believed I was going to be a pro athlete. As I was a kid, I just loved being outside, and I loved playing sports, and I loved challenging myself physically and competing with my friends. Why would I want to work a job when I could play with my friends outside?
Well, congratulations for everyone who worked on that. It's fantastic. Great guy out there too, that's for sure. And he's all part of our crew also. So again, MyRadar, a big part of that for him. And we do appreciate all the work that everybody does to promote him. And really, I'm cheering him on. I tell you what, if you're out there on your BMX bike, more power to you. I might be able to do maybe the motorcycle, but I don't know if I'm really into BMX anymore. Just put me in a pool, let me do a few laps out there, and I'm perfectly fine, that is for sure. Okay, what are we going to do on here? Let's get and see. You know what? Let's talk about this. Yes, the Feel Good Friday. Let's have a little bit of a peek as far as that goes. You know, I could take any one of my pets that I have at home because they're all so much fun also, but this time we're actually going to find ourselves another one. This one's it's going to be a little deer. Heather also, while she was out biking and was able to see. There you go. Look how pretty that deer is. That is so nice. That is so pretty, as you can see. And again, everything is nice and green. That is for sure in Missouri right now because they've seen so much rain. You just have to be careful because, yes, just like those animals, they're out there in those rivers and stuff. You do want to be very careful. You, of course, don't want to have any problems out there with getting yourself stuck. And when you're driving, for sure, turn around if you see any kind of flooding out on the roadways, because that turns out to be one of the biggest problems that we have. Of course, any conditions like that, that is for sure. You know, other than that, I don't have that much to talk about right now. I do want to tell you a little bit about me real fast, and this is not the turn. Don't turn out. Don't turn away now. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to let you know that I really appreciate being part of what's going on here with MyRadar, and I'm super excited about being here, and I'm really happy to be helping people out. That is what I love to do. So if you guys have any ideas, any things you want to learn more about, please get a hold of us. Anytime you want to just drop a question or just a suggestion, I'd love to hear it. I've been doing TV for, I've been doing weather on TV for about 27 years. So I've been here for quite a while. So I've seen a lot. Some of the biggest hurricane times I've had, my very first big storm of all, that was going to be Hurricane Andrew back in 1992. Before some of you were born. Back in 1992, I was actually at a Home Depot, and I was doing a little thing for preparing for hurricanes. Of course, this was prepared like an hour, or should I say a month beforehand. They wanted me to come and talk to people. Well, it turns out, of course, all of a sudden we had Andrew come, and instead of turning and doing that usual typical turn to the north and staying just offshore, right across the Miami area and Homestead down to the south. That was probably my biggest storm when I first got started doing meteorology, and it just showed me how important it is that I continue to keep things going, always learning as much as I possibly can and giving it to everybody. So I have got a ton of stories that I've done in the past 27 years as far as different storms, so I can't get into them because we'll run out of time. But I do want to say thanks to everybody, and don't forget, if you have any questions, you have anything you want to talk about, let us know. You can always check us out on YouTube and of course our app. Anytime you want to, lots of things you can learn, and I'm here to help you learn. I will be your teacher, I really do appreciate it. Again, you can just call me Jamie, and I will be back here, and I'm actually going to be talking a little bit more about our fast forecast coming up for the next couple of days. I will be in. Leslie is actually enjoying some nice cooler weather up in the mountains, so congratulations to her. Hopefully she's having a great time. I'm sure she is. And whatever you're doing, whether you're going to work, whether you're having a vacation, go have fun, enjoy what's going on, and be safe.